coming this way. Wait a minute, hey, I'm ghosted!
By Roz Hernandez.
Oh my God, I don't believe it. I'm joined by Dewayne Perkins. Hi.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you.
Likewise.
I often fly American Airlines, and I've seen the Blackening twice on it.
Wow.
I watched it
Thank you.
2 times full.
I just think it's very cool when people watch it on planes specifically.
Oh my God. I love watching movies on planes, but particularly that one, I loved it.
Thank you.
I bet you were asked this a lot when you were promoting it, but like horror and comedy.
Yeah.
What's the connection?
You know, the connection is emotion.
Ooh.
I think they both elicit an emotion that is out loud. Whether that's a scream or a laugh, your body is still releasing an expression of emotion. And I think horror and comedy, the only difference is on the spectrum of where that expression is coming from.
Uh-huh.
And I think there's a very thin line between a laugh and a scream. Sometimes a laugh is a scream.
Yes.
Sometimes a scream can turn into a laugh. So I feel like they're like fraternal twins in a sense.
Oh, fascinating. They're definitely close relatives.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's the thing. If I'm like super scared, I'll laugh instantly after.
Same. And when I'm scared, my first instinct is to crack a joke to make the fear less. And then sometimes when somebody's trying to think you're a joke, then you got to instill fear in them to get them to shape up.
I just love horror comedy.
Same.
That's sort of the world we're in over here on this pod.
Yes,
We
very
laugh
much.
and we get a little spooked.
Yeah, it's the up down, the roller coaster. I like that.
Yeah.
I like to know what's not coming next. Surprise me. I might think a laugh is coming, but maybe you're gonna scare me. I might be like, "Ooh, cover my eyes." Oh wait, there's a hee ha ha.
Oh, you had me that time.
I love the little trickery. It's mischievous.
Ooh, I love a little mischief.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
I don't think I've like seen one, but I've definitely felt some.
Where?
In LA, I was staying at a hotel. What is it called? I think it's called like the Hollywood Hotel.
Hollywood Roosevelt?
No, I'm gonna look it up. But I was staying there, and I felt like a presence. Like the whole vibe of the hotel was kind of off and weird. It was very old. And then I was walking to the elevator, and I like pressed a button, and nothing happened. And then I felt someone behind me, and I like turned around, and no one was there. And then the light flickered, and I was like, "This is crazy." Then I looked it up, and it was allegedly like a very haunted hotel that I should have looked up before I stayed there. And yeah, it was one of the like most haunted places in LA. And I didn't know until after I felt something. And then I looked it up and said, this makes sense.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was strange. And I just like felt like such a large urge to run. So I did.
I think every hotel is haunted. That's my belief. Especially old ones. It's like people are gonna die. They just do that.
Yeah. I also went on a haunted tour of LA with some friends because they came in town, and I was like, well, we need something to do. And we were just walking around Hollywood, and it was just this man being like, so this person died here.
Wait.
A chandelier fell on this person in this house. Like, it was truly just
I did that one time.
tragic.
Was it like literally Hollywood Boulevard area?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we kind of like talked about like Griffith and like the old Los Angeles, how it was like, why it was called the Wild Wild West, and being like, yeah, it was just full of death. People were just dying.
Totally.
And I didn't know that. And then now me and my friends think LA is just haunted and full of dead people.
I mean, it kind of is. There's people die a lot.
Yeah.
Period. Like, they just die.
I would say LA feels, of all the places I've been or lived, LA has like a particularly spookier vibe for me.
LA's the city of like unfinished business.
That's
And,
definitely what
like,
it feels like.
Possibly, I'm not going to make a general, but there is a lot of bitterness, a lot of like, I came out here to do this thing and then it didn't happen. and I died before it did. And
Yes.
now I'm just like out here looking to achieve that, whatever the goal was.
That's what it really feels like. And I saw this psychic once who made me believe in psychics. She told me I was a little psychic, and I immediately internalized it and said, yeah, I've always felt that. But like, there's
Do you really think you're a little psychic?
I do.
In what way?
I think that I have instincts that feel a little bit supernatural at times. I have a really good memory, and so I think there are moments where I've like dreamed of the future, and then in real time I'd recognize, oh, I remember the exact day that I had that dream, and people would be like, no, that's just deja vu, and I'm like, no, it's not. Like, it's an actual image in my brain that I can recall from another time. And then when it happens in real life, I'm like, yes, this is the moment I had a dream about. It had no context or significance until this moment, but there's like a clear A and B.
So you're like, spoiler alert, like I already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but it's crazy because I never like remember until after it happened. And I'm like, in real time, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you like something's about to happen. But when it happens, I'm like, oh, I've seen this before. And then I have like really strong instincts. And this is why the psychic told me that I was psychic, specifically because around the time I had like got a bunch of drugs from this woman in a cafeteria in a treehouse. And
Where else would you might be?
in Silver Lake, it was a good time.
She had a treehouse in Silver Lake?
Yeah, she had like a house, and then like there was a tree just like in the middle of the house, like within the house. It was crazy.
Perfect.
And me and my artsy friends were like, oh, we're gonna have like these sleepovers and just like try them and like draw pictures and do art. We were just very nerdy because we have never done any drug harder than weed. It was like,
What was it?
it was like shrooms, acid, DMT, Molly. She just gave us like a bunch of, and we literally went there because I just was trying to try shrooms. And then she said, here's these other drugs. And we said, okay, thank you, ma'am. And as being who we are, we're just like nerds. And so I went to the psychic in Montreal, and she was like, you've been doing a lot of drugs. And I was like, ooh. And then she was like, no, but you have like a really good grip. Like you're like doing something that feels so healthy. And I was like, thank you, because I think so as well. And then she literally said, but if you ever try coke, it will ruin your life. And I said, I've literally have always felt that. And the first time I was ever offered cocaine, I screamed. Like I was in a horror movie. And I was like, I don't know why my reaction is that strong. And she was like, yes, you have a psychic level ability of intuition. And I said, I've always felt that too, girl. So all I needed was one person to just tell me that what I've already felt was right. And I said, okay, that's truth for me.
Yeah, don't do cocaine. I don't think that would be good for you.
I won't.
You're from Illinois, right?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. I got it right. I did some research
Nice.
about some like kind of like spooky things, urban legends, and like. Do you know? Do any come to mind about Illinois?
I mean, when I was younger, it was like Candyman, but that was because of
The movie. That's right. That is.
yeah. And my cousins lived in Cabrini Green, so I would like be there, and I could not disconnect the two. And then also that was based off real crimes that happened in a building where a person snuck into somebody's house through their mirror because they cheaped out on the construction of the building. So inside the mirrors, they connected houses. There was no back. So if you took out your mirror and then knocked out the other mirror, you were in somebody else's apartment. And so a group of guys used that to get into a person's house and they killed them. So it was like this whole thing where there was like a conflation of like the real crimes and then Candyman. And my young child brain was like, oh, this is all real.
Yeah, I can't imagine growing up when that movie came out.
It was
being over
nuts.
there.
Yeah.
I love the remake though.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
There's like stories about like the Chicago fire and kind of all of those people that died there.
Isn't that like a cow kicked over something?
Yeah, Mrs. O'Leary's cow kicked it over. And then the city went up in flames.
Damn.
But I don't know any others. Like there's a haunted house, I think in southern Illinois, like a cornfield. There's like a urban legend around that it was like an old prison and people died. And
Also in Chicago, there's a lot of like Al Capone lived here.
yes,
Al
a lot of
Capone-
mafia stuff.
Al Capone's one of these ghosts that is booked and blessed. He's everywhere. You go to Las Vegas, they're like Al Capone hangs out in this building. You go to Chicago, like he's just getting those frequent flyer miles in.
It's crazy. In every picture I see of him, he just looks like Gomez from the Addams Family.
Oh my God. Caramilla. Okay, so this isn't really an urban legend. It's just something that I feel the need to talk about. In Franklin County, Illinois, there's a real place called the Boner Cemetery.
And what is the boner a category of?
It's just a cemetery. It's called the Boner Cemetery.
I was like, is that a special group of protected people?
No. There's a sign I found online that just says Boner Cemetery. I just wanted you to know that.
Thank you. I'm going to tell people.
Have you ever heard of the Cohomo monster?
The Cohomo monster.
Yeah, the Cohomo monster.
No.
This was posted by Q98.5's website. It says, legends say that the East Peoria Police Department received over 200 calls on July 25th, 1972 from people claiming that they had seen a very smelly, very large creature similar to Bigfoot roaming throughout Tazewell County. Search crews never located the creature. Why did 200 people say that? Do you think it was a person in a costume? It seems like that was like the one night that everyone's like, the Cohomo monster's running around.
What was the date again?
July 25th, 1972.
Oh, and it was hot. So I'm just like, who is this thing walking around in a costume?
That's why they were smelly.
Maybe it was a creature. I'm very open to the possibility.
Are you a Bigfoot person? Do you think that that's a thing?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't be. I think I'm just like the other day, me and my friend was walking and she like told me to like look at a thing. And I was like, what are you talking? And I didn't see anything. And I thought that she was like talking about like a ghost or something. And I was so ready to be like, okay, what does it look like? Tell me. And she was like, no, the sign, stupid. And I was like, oh, I'm like too ready for something to like shatter the reality. I'm just like, please tell me that things are real. Cause yeah, I'm just like, I feel like there has to be a more interesting like dimension or like layer to like what we're doing. Cause I'm like, what is this? Like, what is reality? There has to be like something that we don't know. Like there has to be something special.
If this is it.
Right? It can't. I'm like, come on.
Have you ever heard of the Hull House Devil Baby? It says Illinois' Hull House has a handful of spooky stories attached to it, but the spookiest one involves a woman giving birth to a devil baby.
Was this at UIC?
No, this is in Chicago.
Yeah, at the University of Chicago. Like Hull House, like that.
I'm not sure.
Because I do feel like I've heard of this before, but please tell me more.
So she gives birth to a devil baby that she brought to Hull House to be raised by a woman named Jane Addams. Mm-hmm. Legend says Jane Addams forced the child to live in the attic until he died, and his devil face can be seen through the walls of Hull House.
I feel like I have heard of this.
Devil baby. I've heard this story before too. It's a popular one, the devil baby.
Yeah, I feel like I heard of this because Hull House was in the same area that the University of Chicago is in right now. I feel like I've heard of it like on a tour of that school.
And on your right, you'll see the devil baby.
Yeah, it was like, oh, here's like an urban legend for like this building.
What about the White Lady of Bachelor's Grove Cemetery?
I mean, that sounds like every white lady in Chicago.
There's
like,
one thing white ladies love is The Bachelor.
I'm just like, is this just a random white lady who was having a day?
According to GhostCityTours.com, they call her the Madonna of Bachelor's Grove.
Oh.
Also known as the Woman in White or the White Lady. She first appeared in a photograph taken by a group of paranormal investigators exploring the cemetery in 1979. She was described as wearing a hooded robe and carrying a baby in her arms. Not the devil baby. It says in later sightings, she wore only a white dress. She got rid of that baby. And
in the hooded robe, thank God. That branding is terrible. I said, all white hooded robe? Ma'am, read the room.
Right. At later sightings, she wore a white dress and often wandered the graveyard without the baby. Legend says she's looking for someone or something, though it's never specified who or what. Her most famous appearance was in 1991 when an infrared photograph showed her sitting on a headstone at the north side of the cemetery, gazing out at the fence and trees beyond. It was taken by the Oak Lawn Ghost Research Society and became quite popular at the time. Jiha, can you show us that picture, please?
Sure, Roz.
This is allegedly the white lady. I don't believe that that's a real photo. It's an infrared photo.
I don't know how infrared works, but why wouldn't that just be like a regular lady just sitting there?
I feel like they just saw some white lady sitting on a bench and they were like, come on, take a pic. We'll say that that's her.
Yeah, it feels like Christopher Columbus just being like, that's a ghost right there.
This is what Christopher Columbus would have said.
Yeah, he literally just went to new places and was like, oh, these are brand new things. And it's like, no, those are just regular people. And I feel like this is the same instance where they were just like, we want to find a ghost. So in their head, they were like, that white lady over there is a little pasty, a little ghost-like. That's a dead lady. She dead.
There's no way this is a ghost. In my opinion,
no.
It's too much like a lady. She's definitely like slumped over.
I'm like, it has the posture of just a tired lady. I feel like
she is sighing. She's
a
also
ghost would be like more corporate. Like it feels like it would have like not just like real life people burdens.
Yes, this ghost is tired from hiking through the cemetery. She's very much giving like, I need to like take a load off.
Yeah, it's just like a deep breath.
I need a Snickers.
And then you can see kind of like the coifs in the hair.
Yeah, that's not a real ghost.
That's not a ghost.
And if you're wondering what we're talking about, just Google. That's just Google, I don't know, white lady of Bachelor's Grove cemetery photo, and you'll see what we're talking about. You know what it reminds me of is like that Sunday in the Park painting, Chicago. Mm-hmm. It's like at the Art Institute, that big, it's like very like pointillism dots.
Yes, my grandmother had a copy of that in her bedroom.
It reminds me of that. It's just like a lady sitting outside.
Yeah.
I
called her Susan because for some reason it gave me the vibe of Susan Boyle. That lady that was singing.
Susan Boyle!
Yeah. Also, it doesn't really give cemetery. It's like she's sitting on like a basket.
Now, I will say it kind of looks like her face didn't come all the way through. Like, I feel like sometimes a ghost, they don't give you the full body. It's like some of it just didn't process into our reality.
Yeah, like she's missing face and like a calf because that blends out as well. It could just be like a special, like if she turned around and she didn't have a face, I would then be like, all right, that's a ghost.
It says some say that the uncanny clarity and quality of the photo indicate that it was a hoax, but it was far from the last captured sighting of the Madonna. So I don't know.
And you said this was 91?
91.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe. Why not? Painting. Let's just for fun. Let's say sure. Sure, why not?
Okay. The Madonna of Bachelor's Grove.
There's also some great creatures like cryptid monsters in Illinois.
Oh, I think so. To this day, me and my sister, they said that we were crazy. We saw like a flying creature.
Tell me!
We were standing on our front porch and there was like this big shadow that came over and we looked up and we were like, what the hell? And we ran into the house and we were like, hey, there was a big creature outside. And my family was like, what are you talking about? And we were like, it seemed like a really big bat, but like a bat like the size of like a pterodactyl. Like it was just this huge thing.
It was the Mothman.
And we were like, and they were still like, no, y'all are making stuff up. And to this day, we are both like, you remember that big bat creature, right? And she was like, yeah, I remember.
That was the Mothman. The Mothman who is like famous for West Virginia is sort of like where the Mothman got his break. But as time has gone on, more and more reports have come out of Chicago of the Mothman.
I would believe it because it was crazy. It was something I've never seen.
Do you know what the Mothman looks like?
I don't.
Well, there is a famous statue of him in West Virginia, and he's got cakes. Mothman's like
He's
the
a thick-
sexiest.
That is a thick creature.
Okay, like this is the Mothman.
Oh.
It's just a statue. We're looking at the famous statue. in
So,
Point
yeah, he got
Pleasant.
abs too. They made that statue very sexy.
That statue is hot as fuck. I mean, he's got a bug head, but
Yeah, but like the body
you know
of
what?
a superhero
If you got a body like that, you can have a bug face.
truly fly all over me. Yeah, it was something that looked like that. It didn't look humanoid though. It just looked like bat dinosaur.
Well, there's a classification of these creatures that they're not flying creatures. They're more Bigfoot-esque, animal-y types. It's my favorite classification of them. And I've talked about them. I talked about these like years ago with Laganja Estranja. It's called the abominable swamp slobs, also known, abbreviated, as the ass monster. Abominable swamp slobs.
Swap slobs.
So there's a couple of different kinds. So for example, there's the Murfreesboro mud monster.
Murphy Burroughs mud monster. Okay.
Murfreesboro mud monster, also known as the Big Muddy Monster. Back to Q98.5's website, they wrote, back in June of 1973, people from all over Illinois were reporting sightings of a tall, white-haired creature caked in mud, running towards people. Police also reported smelling a monster, which canines tracked to an Illinois barn, but they refused to go in. Murfreesboro mud monster. Just a big, hairy, white monster covered in mud. There's also the Tuttle Bottoms Monster.
I'm still stuck on these cops being like, we're going to have these dogs searched. And the dogs being like, we're scared. And the cops agreeing. And just walking
they're just
away.
like, okay,
guess
case
we're not
closed.
going in.
That's that.
Have a good one. Okay, so what was the next one?
The Tuttle's Bottom Monster. Wait,
Say that one more time.
Tuttle Bottoms Monster.
Tuttle Bottoms Monster. Okay, and Tuttle Bottoms is a place.
It is.
Is it in Bikini Bottom? That sounds not real.
The Tuttle Bottoms Monster.
Okay.
This one has an entire. Let's just go to its Wikipedia because you know what?
Oh, it has a Wikipedia.
It has a Wikipedia.
Famous.
I know. It says the Tuttle Bottoms Monster legend is familiar to generations of Saline County residents. Former Harrisburg Police Chief Gary Crabtree told the Harrisburg Daily Register that his department received approximately 50 reports over 28 years of an unidentified beast in the area northwest of Harrisburg, some reporting the creature with 2 legs and some with 4. He described it as having a long, almost anteater-like snout.
Ew.
In 1963, the Harrisburg Daily Register reported what seemed to be the first report of the creature. And they basically wrote that, yes, they were at Tuttle Bottoms at about 11 p.m. A young man was armed with a rifle and told Sheriff James Thompson that there was a monster loose in the bottoms. Knock it off. He said it was 8 feet long, 4 feet high, and it had a nose like an anteater. Young man put his rifle in his car and left. Anyway, seems like they didn't find the bottom monster. He's also been described as a hairy primate. Not scared of humans. Walks right up to them.
See, these it's not consistent. Because an anteater and a primate are not the same. They're not similar.
But it's like anteater face, primate body, I think.
But it could be on some have all 4s, some on all 2s. But it's 8 feet long, 4 feet high. So it's horizontally longer than it is taller.
Wow, you really took note of that. I'm just sitting here. I'm still hung up on The monster was loose in the bottom.
Loose bottoms, never a good situation.
It was rumored that some murders took place in the bottoms at that time.
Like murders by people or murders by the monster?
I don't know. It's also like a local makeout place.
Oh.
So people are like over there making it. See, this is what it always is. I'm telling you, it's always somebody doing something shady. Like in this case, it's like teenagers like getting a little bit freaky deaky, like second base, whatever. And then they're like out too late. And then their parents are like, where have you been? And why is there mud all over the back of your dress, Diane? And then she's like, there was a muddy monster that attacked me. And then before you know it, we're still talking about this and it's got its own Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's like, oh, well, I told my mom about the muddy monster. You got to say it too.
Yes.
So that we can start this rumor.
Exactly.
It was a movie that came out like that on Amazon. I think it was called Ricky Stenicki. Because I auditioned for it and they said no. But it was about these three friends that like made up this person because they accidentally like burned a house when they were younger. And they were like, Ricky Stenicki did it. And then they made up this guy. And then a real guy, John Cena, came to like pretend to be him later. And then he was crazy. So they had to deal with that. That was like the premise of the movie. But I feel like you're on to something. I think people lie and then have to justify the lie, so they create new realities.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We just covered this one where this house was like haunted and then the wife got busted having an affair. and it was like revealed like, no, that was her getting banged out.
Just in the house while everyone's there.
Yeah, it is. And everyone was like, oh my God, she was like getting crazy with it.
I wonder if there is a connection to like kissing, horny stuff with like the supernatural. Because there's always like somebody making out, somebody getting railed. I'm like, why is it so always to be like, to justify this, there's a monster, there's a ghost. Because to imagine having sex in a house with a person and the excuse you're saying is must be haunted, like that's so far-fetched. And yet people were like, yeah, that's the only explanation.
Well, especially like that story was, I don't even remember when, at least 100 years ago or something. And it's like back then that just anything was like someone would have an orgasm and they're like, I got possessed. Like they like jump to all of that.
It's true. They didn't have enough information as to like, yeah, I guess if you don't really have like science, it's like super accessible. You just kind of have to go with
but
vibes.
Nowadays we have it and people are still like.
Yeah, they're still just like vibes. What I feel is what it is.
Can I show you a haunted doll?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's time for
The Dolls Are Living.
So I go to eBay and I type in haunted doll and there's hundreds, maybe thousands.
Wow, I never would have thought.
Oh, baby, I've spent time looking at these haunted dolls. They all come with little biographies that the person selling it will write. And I got one for you today named Christopher. And he's going for $24. Jiha, show us Christopher, please.
You got it, Roz.
Okay.
Okay, come on, dream girl wig.
Oh my God. Yes, that is definitely a hairdo. That's not a haircut.
No, that was done. That is an updo that was done in a salon and then held that way. They said spray it down. This is kind, to be honest. This whole look, this outfit, the hair.
I love it.
The piercing blue eyes. I'm like, wow, give us everything.
Yeah, this doll is very feminine looking. Goes by Christopher. Just looking at it, the hair is very... All you got to do is dream, baby. We'll be there.
Mm-hmm. Turn the wigs around.
Exactly. Okay, here's the bio.
Okay.
Upon Ouija board contact, this spirit identifies as Christopher, a gay man who died in the 1920s.
Oh.
He was in his early middle age. My free writing session. Oh, I think they were just kind of like doing a thing where they're just like writing psychically, you know? It's like a thing people do.
Yeah.
It's like Tyler Henry kind of does that, the Hollywood media. My free writing session revealed that he chose this doll due to the fact that the doll is such a healthy appearing young man. Man.
It kind of looks like Liza Minnelli.
It says Christopher had been very sick. He was raised by an overbearing mother. He has a huge amount of anger bottled up because of his mother. He never got to live the life he wanted to live.
Oh.
This is all according to the website. He was never able to have a romantic or physical relationship with anyone. He secretly recognized that if he had been able to have a relationship, he would have chosen someone like a young, well-mannered priest at his parish who had healthy good looks and quick wit. What the hell is this? The secret attraction that he had died with Christopher.
I was going to make a terrible joke. I was like, a priest? That's why he put the doll as a little boy. Mm-hmm.
He seeks only existence without pain and understanding of who he is and his need for love. He comes with a hat that reminds him of childhood, and he hates it.
Oh, that's what's on the ground.
He implied that his energy is negative and changes if he is forced to wear it. Do not make him wear the hat.
He said, do not cover my blunt bang. Don't do it.
He said, I had rollers on my head all night last night. Mm-hmm. You're not going to put that hat over this
He couldn't live in real life, so he's going to let the doll live the life that he couldn't, which is out and free.
Absolutely. This is a very prideful queer doll. Okay, well, that was that. Can I play you some ghost voices?
Yes.
It's time for
EVPs.
or EV Please. Okay, EVP, electronic voice phenomenon.
Yes.
This is like when ghost hunters capture a ghost speaking.
Yeah,
It's exactly that. You already know. So I go to YouTube and I find people's EVPs that they have posted. They believe they've captured a ghost saying something. I got 2 of them for you today. They are from Space Coast Paranormal Society. I don't know where these were taken. But what is this ghost saying?
It sounds like it's saying, cheers to Britney.
That was Christopher the gay doll.
Oh.
Well, that's not what they think. I'm going to give you an A, B, C, D. It's
Okay.
one of these.
Okay.
Do they think it was A, you're too thirsty? B, yes, I'm nervous. C, I have to hurt you. Or D, yes to her, queen. Like the ghost hunters are coming through. Yes to her. These other ones, no.
I'm going to go with A.
You're too thirsty?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I'm going to say
You're not going to win anything.
A.
They believe it's C, have to hurt you.
I think I could have heard hurt, but it sounded like more like, please don't hurt me.
Okay, wait, let's listen again. I could totally hear, please don't hurt me. Yeah. What they think is, I have to hurt you. I don't know. I got another one for you. This one is also from the same place. Any guesses?
I heard too late for me and you.
Okay, these are good guesses. Too late for me and you. You had your chance.
Yeah, and now she's going to do a murder-suicide.
Do you think it was A, can I eat your food? B, can I join you? C, can I clean your room? Or D, can I lick you? Okay, they think it's one of those.
It's Can I Join You?
It's totally Can I Join You now that I know that, but it did sound like whatever you said. Yeah, I hear it now.
Yeah.
I just want to know some of your thoughts on things.
Yes.
What do you think about aliens? Are they real?
Yes.
Do you think they live on another planet?
Yes, but I also think they live here as well.
Where?
I think in the ocean.
The valley.
Very convinced. Yeah, and on Hollywood Boulevard. I think that the fact that there's so much undiscovered water makes me think that there are things there. Like even there, like similar to space, there are parts of space that like humans can't go because it's not made for us.
Right.
There are parts of the ocean that humans have not been able to go to. So I'm assuming whatever's down there is alien to us.
Oh my God. I was just watching this video that was like, I think it was Daytona Beach, Florida. And they're like, we keep hearing that there's like these orb-like things floating around the mothership. I'm like, so the aliens are in Daytona Beach, Florida? I mean, I guess.
They want to see some Formula One.
Yeah, they want to do spring break.
Mm-hmm.
Like a wet t-shirt contest or something.
I'm like, why would they be on?
This was just some TikTok I saw. I don't know that it's true. There was no video evidence. It was just somebody in Daytona Beach being like, they're coming. They're in the ocean.
I mean, I feel like there was those government hearings where those men were like, yes, there are UFOs, there are aliens.
Mm-hmm. Next question.
And everybody was pretty much like, okay, but can I afford food? So it really just got swept under the rug.
Right.
People said, we don't. There's more people? Okay.
Great.
Truly. So yeah, I think that there's been enough information. There's not a lot of specifics, but I don't think there's a question of whether aliens exist or not. It's just like, what are they doing? How does it pertain to us?
And are they hot?
Can they make me come?
What about, do you believe in past lives?
I do. I just feel like I've had this dream once where this young man was talking to me who was like, hey, I was you before. And I was like, what is this? Yeah, I think that there's like energies that are like left over. I don't know if it's like an exact like rebirth, but I feel like there are energies that have existed pre myself.
But did the guy have anything else to say?
He was just kind of like telling me like about his life and kind of how that allowed me to kind of like skip steps. It'd be like, oh, we've already experienced this, so that's why you're like naturally better at that. And then these areas, like he died very young, so he was like, you're going to be a very smart like young person because you have like multiple lives that have experienced that as an adult.
So he's like, that's me.
Yeah,
I'm the reason you're smart.
And then he was like, but as an adult, like you kind of like on your own. I was like, what? So that was kind of the conversation.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. He was giving like Tom Sawyer vibes.
Okay.
And maybe I just watched Tom and Huck and my dreams manifested that. But he was very much giving kind of that vibe.
Hey,
like a Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Okay, last one. What do you think of synchronicities? Or like, do you go, oh, this was meant to be. It was a sign. Like, do you read into things like that, or you just go, oh, coincidence?
I do read into things, but not in like a way. Maybe that's just me, like how I justify existence. But I feel like the things that are supposed to happen are what's happening. That's why they're happening. And so I think that helps me not just be like, oh, it's like a sign. I'm like, I don't know if there's signs. But there's like certain things where like you want it to go a certain way, but it goes that way. And me thinking like, why did it go that way? Mm-hmm. And then finding within kind of the universe of being like, later on being like, oh, I see if that would have happened, this thing never would have happened. Or if this thing happened, then that like connecting the dots in that way, I feel like everything happens for a reason, but not in like any real time to where I'm like, oh, this is going to happen, or like that's a sign. I'm like, I don't think I'm that aware of. I don't think the universe is telling me anything about the future in that way. It's just been like, I'm giving you a sign so you can see. I'm like, I don't know.
That's what I always think about deja vu. It's like when you feel like you've already been there or whatever, it's confirming this is where you're supposed to be. Like you already got like a glimpse and now you're living it out because this is where you're supposed to go.
Yes. Like this is the aftermath of the foreshadow. Like you're in the foreshadow.
Yeah, it's foreshadowing.
I like that.
Well, guess what? That's it.
Oh, wow. This was lovely.
Isn't it fun? We just talk about weird.
And I don't get to talk to a lot of people about this stuff. I don't think people would think I am as weird as I am.
Yeah, you're weird.
Yeah, I really like all this stuff.
I'm obsessed. Where do people find you? What's going on?
I'm in a TV show. And by the time this comes out, I believe the finale would have happened. So I hope you guys watched The Studio on Apple and hope you had a good time.
Oh my God.
Because I did.
I need to watch it. I haven't seen it yet. Wait, who else is in it?
It's Seth Rogen's show. So Seth Rogen, Ike Barinholtz, Catherine Hahn, Catherine O'Hara.
Oh my
Sue
God.
Wenders.
Those are two very good Catherines.
And they're very lovely. I like Catherine Hahn so
What else
much.
were you doing with Keke Palmer?
One of Them Days. It's a movie that came out earlier this year and it's on Netflix right now. So go watch that.
I love Keke Palmer.
Same. Big fan.
Well, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And look out for those Tuttle Bottoms monsters.
Yeah, they're on the loose.
What's that at the foot of my bed? It's spooky and kooky. I'm pretty sure it's dead. It's coming this way.